A radical thank you to all you viewers out there. The 80s were a time like never before and never again. As we embark on this journey, let's rewind the clock back to the 1980s. A time when the future was not just a concept, but a vibrant, pulsating entity that was just around the corner. This was the birth of retro-futurism, a vision of the future that was as much a product of the cultural zeitgeist as it was of technological advancements. Picture the 1980s, a time of big hair, bright colors, and even bigger dreams. It was an era defined by its distinctive aesthetic, with synthesizers and neon playing a significant role. The synthesizer, with its electric hum and otherworldly sounds, became the soundtrack of the future. Neon, with its vibrant hues of pink, green, and blue, painted the canvas of the future. Together, they created a vibrant and thrilling representation of what was to come. But it wasn't just the aesthetic that defined retro-futurism. It was also a time of unprecedented technological advancements. Personal computers were becoming household items, video games were transitioning from niche hobbies to mainstream entertainment, and the idea of a network of interconnected computers, the precursor to the internet, was beginning to circulate. This technological boom spurred a confidence in the future. The future was no longer a distant, abstract concept, but a tangible reality that was just around the corner. The world was changing, and it was changing fast. And as we moved towards this new era, we couldn't help but wonder, what would the future look like? What wonders would it hold? As we can see, the 80s were a time of great optimism and belief in progress, shaping the way we envisioned the future. This belief, this optimism, was the heart and soul of retro-futurism. It was not just a vision of the future, it was a testament to the human spirit, to our ability to dream and to imagine. So as we delve deeper into the world of retro-futurism, let's remember that it represents not just a vision of the future, but the dreams and aspirations of a generation. A generation that dared to dream, to imagine, and to believe in the power of progress. As we can see, the 80s were a time of great optimism and belief in progress, shaping the way we envision the future. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content just like this. The 80s were not just about technology, but also about the pop culture that influenced our visions of the future. Pop culture was the catalyst that fueled the imagination, and it was through this lens that we began to envision what the future might look like. Movies played a significant role in this. Films like Blade Runner and Back to the Future 2 did more than just entertain us. They provided blueprints for a future filled with neon-lit skyscrapers, hoverboards, and time travel. These cinematic masterpieces not only captivated audiences but also sparked conversations about the possibilities of technology and the shape of things to come. Music videos, too, had a profound impact. The innovative visuals of Michael Jackson's Thriller and the futuristic landscapes of a-ha's Take On Me broke the barriers of reality and introduced viewers to alternative realities and potential futures. These videos didn't just feature catchy tunes, they were visual extravaganzas that painted a picture of a world yet to come. TV shows also contributed to this vision. Series such as Star Trek: The Next Generation took viewers on spacefaring adventures, highlighting advanced technologies and speculative futures. These shows gave us a glimpse into a world where technology was not just a tool, but a way of life, shaping our societies and our interactions with each other. In essence, the pop culture of the 80s was a mirror that reflected our hopes and dreams for the future. It was a canvas upon which we painted our expectations and aspirations, whether they were about flying cars, butlers made of robots, or cities that glittered under the neon lights. Indeed, our pop culture of the 80s served as a blueprint for the future, introducing us to new technologies and alternative realities. It was a testament to our boundless imagination and our unwavering belief in progress, reminding us that every generation has its vision of the future, shaped by culture and technology. The 80s were not just about pop culture, but also about a significant technological boom. This era was a turning point, a period when technology began to be more than just fancy gadgets and started permeating our everyday lives. Picture this. The year is 1984. The Apple Macintosh is introduced, and with it comes a seismic shift in how we perceive computers. No longer are these machines just towering mainframes tucked away in corporate offices. They're now personal, accessible, and integral to our daily lives. This was the dawn of the digital age, right in our living rooms. Parallel to the rise of personal computers was the advent of video games. From the flickering screens of arcades to the comfort of our homes, gaming consoles brought the digital frontier to our fingertips. Titles like Pac-Man and Super Mario Bros. Weren't just games. They were gateways to new worlds, symbols of a new digital era. Video games transitioned from niche hobbies to mainstream entertainment, shaping our interaction with technology in ways we could never have imagined. And then there was the early internet. While it was still in its infancy, the idea of a world connected by a network of computers began to circulate. The potential of this interconnected world was vast and thrilling. We started to envision a future where information could be accessed at the click of a button, where communication would transcend physical boundaries. The seeds were planted for the global village we live in today. These technological advancements weren't just changing our lives, they were reshaping our expectations for the future. We began to imagine a world where technology would be woven into the fabric of our daily lives, where the line between the physical and digital would blur. We dreamed of a future that was just around the corner, a future that was bright, exciting, and most importantly, within our grasp. These advancements not only changed our lives, but also transformed our visions of what the future could hold. So, as we move forward, let's remember to embrace the spirit of the 80s, a time of optimism, a time of ingenuity, and a time when the future felt like it was just a beat away. The 80s made some iconic predictions about the 21st century, some of which have come true, while others remain as dreams. The fashion of the future was imagined to be a shiny spectacle with reflective metallic fabrics and sharp geometric designs taking center stage. The color palette of the future was believed to be as vibrant as the era's dreams, with vivid neon hues of pink, green, and blue lighting up the sartorial landscape. The 80s also envisioned an age of flying cars where traffic woes would be a relic of the past. Personal air vehicles were expected to be as common as personal computers, turning our city's skylines into bustling sky lanes. This dream of personal mobility was as much a part of the 80s as the synthesizers and neon that characterized its pop culture. But perhaps the most iconic prediction of the 80s was the advent of advanced artificial intelligence. The line between humans and machines was expected to blur, with human-like robots becoming part of everyday life. These robots wouldn't just look like us, they would function like us too, performing tasks ranging from household chores to more complex functions. Beyond just servitude, AI was expected to evolve into sentient beings capable of thinking, feeling, and perhaps even dreaming, much like the replicants in Blade Runner. Looking back, it's clear that some of these predictions were more accurate than others. We may not have flying cars or sentient robots, but we have made significant strides in technology and artificial intelligence. Metallic fabrics and geometric designs may not dominate our fashion, but they have found a place in our aesthetic sensibilities. And while neon might not be the color of the future, it certainly brightens up our past. While some of these predictions may seem far-fetched today, they represent the optimism and belief in progress that characterized the 80s. The dreams of that era serve as a reminder that the future is always a work in progress, shaped by our collective imagination and the technological advancements of the time. Now let's look at how today's reality compares with the 80s vision of the future. In the 1980s, there was a belief that technology would revolutionize our lives, and indeed it has. Today, our lives are intertwined with technology in ways that were once only imagined. Consider transportation. While we may not have flying cars, our vehicles are becoming increasingly advanced. Electric cars are becoming more commonplace, with self-driving technology on the horizon. High-speed trains have transformed long-distance travel, and companies are even exploring the potential of space tourism. Everyday life, too, is immersed in technology. Our homes are equipped with smart devices that respond to our voice commands. We shop, work, learn, and entertain ourselves online. Personal computers, once a novelty, are now a necessity in most households, and the internet, once an abstract concept, has become the backbone of our connected world. Then there's artificial intelligence and robotics. We may not have sentient robots like the replicants in Blade Runner, but we do have AI that can learn, adapt, and perform complex tasks. Robots are increasingly being used in industries like manufacturing, healthcare, and even food service. And who can forget our virtual assistants always ready to help with a simple voice command? So what about those shiny metallic outfits in neon-lit cities? While our fashion and architecture may not mirror the 80s predictions exactly, we do see hints of retro-futurism in contemporary design, and pop culture continues to be inspired by the neon and synthesizer-filled visions of the future. In essence, the 80s vision of the future wasn't entirely off the mark. While the aesthetics and specific predictions of the 80s may not have fully materialized, the technological advancements have indeed transformed our lives. Our reality may not be a perfect match for the retro future, but it's a fascinating reflection of how our past imaginations have shaped our present. So, as we continue to progress, let's remember to be kind and do the right thing. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting content.